Thank you, Serenity, for asking that question, because I actually love talking about parenting, because I actually started my career working with kids. So Aries kid as a Capricorn mom. You both are going to irritate each other because you both have the same disposition. Cardinal signs are impatient. So number one, I need you to recognize that you're impatient, okay? I am a Capricorn stellium, so I'm speaking to you from my heart. These are things that I've had to work with myself on, okay? Capricorn is not a patient zodiac sign. They mask it because Capricorn is stoic, right? Nobody will know that just by looking at Capricorn, but Capricorn is not patient. Capricorn is impatient internally. When Capricorn sets a goal, they're like ready for it to like come to fruition like this. And when they become parents, they're kind of like that way with their kids too. Like they want the results very, very fast, right? And it's not always feasible, okay? So I need you to be patient with yourself so you can be patient with your baby. So your impatience, their impatience, it's going to get to be a lot. So you might need to have moments where you stop dead in your tracks and get each other centered. I actually do this with my child. We hold hands sometimes and we say, let's take a deep breath together. And let's get ourselves centered. You know, we have grounding exercises that we do together. We have breathing exercises that we do together. We meditate together every day, at least once or twice a day every day. We talk about feelings. That definitely helps so that we can express how we really feel. And we talk through our feelings, because these two are also not very good at talking about their feelings, but unfortunately, they're very moody. Okay? Aries and Capricorn are both very moody, although they don't talk about their feelings. So for us, for me and my kid, talking about our feelings is a good way for us to put in the open the things that we're reacting to without realizing that we're reacting to them. Because I don't want to be horrible to my kid because I'm in a bad mood, and I don't realize that I'm being horrible to my kid because I'm in a bad mood. Does that make sense? I'd much rather be able to have a conversation with my kid about, hey, I'm in a bad mood today. Right now, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Can you just give me 10 minutes? I'm going to go in my room. I'm going to shut the door. I'm going to get myself together for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back out, and you and I are going to continue what we're doing, have the conversation we need to have, or whatever it is that we need to do. So that's important, because you're both leaders. You being the mom, it shouldn't be hard for you to kind of call the play. You know, if you're having a conversation that's derailing, then you can call the play and say, okay, let's pause this. It's not going well. Okay. Let me go center myself so I can get to the resolution. The beauty about you too is that you like to get shit done. You like to be accomplished. You like to get things done. So your child is naturally going to want to perform for you, because these kids like to get things done. It's a matter of you harnessing that drive and putting it towards something specific, and also you modulating your emotions so that you're not leaving them emotionally frayed. Because the thing with Aries children is that they're very sensitive, and when you cut them very deeply, even though they don't look that way at all. And Capricorn is very, I know Aries can be mean, but Capricorn is ruthless, baby. Capricorn is mean when they get mad, okay? And again, I'm a Capricorn stellium. Don't get defensive. It's just that when Capricorn gets upset, they're going to hit you with the facts. It's not the kind of mean that Scorpio gives where they want to hurt you. It's not that. It's Capricorn will hit you with the brutal facts that you cannot evade. And it hurts even more because it's clean pain. It's not even like I'm trying to manipulate you. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't argue with me about it because it's right here. And, Aries needs like more sensitivity, and they need more gentleness as a kid. And yes, they are out of pocket a lot of times, and they're very exuberant a lot of times, and they stick their foot in their mouth and they do the things they shouldn't do.
How are you feeling? Are you enjoying the content so far? If so, I've got more great content for you. My main YouTube channel is called Ntuitive Healing. There, I teach general information about astrology. If you wish to use the secrets embedded in your astrology natal chart to manifest the life of your dream, you want to follow my Astrology Weekly podcast. You can listen to it on Spotify. I produce weekly episodes. It also has a corresponding YouTube channel called Astrology Weekly Podcast that you can follow, and make sure to turn on the notification bell. If you want some hands-on support with manifestation, you can join my manifestation group on Patreon. It is a free group. However, some of the posts are only for paid members. If you wish to incorporate healing crystals into your manifestation process, you can go to styledunder.com to shop your favorite sustainable fashion accessories and healing crystals. And lastly, remember to follow us on social media at Ntuitive Healing on Instagram, X, TikTok, and Threads. And on Facebook, we are at Styled Under. So stop by, subscribe, follow, like, comment, share, and be social. Thanks a lot.
If you have an Aries child, you should just expect them to lie to you. That's what they're going to do. Aries children lie a lot. They can't help it. It's all part of their imagination. They're still trying to figure themselves out. Your job is not to overreact to that and to shame them about it. Your job is to teach them. So Aries children, by and large, are going to respond better to positive reinforcement than they will to dominance, shame, power and control, and, war. Because you're never going to outwar your child. You're never going to outwar an Aries child. That's not a door you want to open with them. It's preferable to keep that door shut unless you have to open it. Because when you open it intentionally, they get startled. But if you open it all the time, one day they're going to take you up on your bluff. And you know what's going to happen? The toxicity is just going to keep escalating. Because Aries is like, prove it. Prove it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to throw me across the room? What are you going to do? So don't get into the ring with them, okay? There's no point in that. Get them to emotionally modulate, because that's really what they struggle with, so they can feel settled and safe. And then set a goal. Set a goal. What is the purpose of this interaction? Where are we trying to get to? And then once you decide where you're trying to go, make sure that the steps that you're taking are in line with that. Because if you're not trying to be productive, you're going to lose them. I mean, they're not highly attentive anyways. They get distracted and bored very easily. So if you're trying to bore them with things that have no end, it's not going to work. And motivate them more than anything. If you bring energy, you bring passion, you bring fun, you bring a challenge, you bring a goal, Aries is going to be like, yeah, war, let's do it. That's what they live for. That's where you want to put the aggression, but you don't want to put it towards them, because when their feelings are hurt, they're going to start giving it back to you. And as they get older and you can no longer control them because they're so small, what are you going to do? You don't want your child fighting you physically. Unfortunately, for some of you, that's where that is headed, because all you ever came to the table with was violence and aggression and threats. So they decided to meet you where you were at. And that's not healthy. I don't want that for any of you, because our children are precious. They're here to be coached by us, motivated by us, loved and guided by us. They're not here to be demoralized or shamed for being who they are. Okay? So that was my tip on how to raise an Aries child. From a Capricorn mom, you can teach your child about patience. That's something Aries doesn't have a load of, that you have tons of. You can teach them that. Delayed gratification. Come up with a reward system. Give them goals that have steps towards them. Like, the big goal is here, but we're going to break it into bits and pieces. And when we get here, I'll give you this. We get here, I'll give you this. You'll see that Aries child turn that whole thing around, because they love to win. Never underestimate Aries' desire to win. Winning above everything, okay?